I hope this crime bill, when it passes, the Biden-Hatch crime bill, as it becomes law, God willing, I hope that we will have ended, once and for all, this notion that is a hangover from the 60s, that somehow Democrats are weak on crime and Democratic presidents are weak on crime and Republicans are tough on crime. The truth is, every major crime bill since 1976 that's come out of this Congress, every minor crime bill has had the name of the Democratic senator from the state of Delaware, Joe Biden.
This is history. This is history. Right now, you're witnessing history on the floor of the U.S. Senate.
The liberal wing of the Democratic Party is now for 60 new death penalties. The liberal wing of the Democratic Party has 70 enhanced penalties. The liberal wing of the Democratic Party is for 100,000 cops. The liberal wing of the Democratic Party is for 125,000 new state prison cells.
Republicans and Democrats are arm in arm tonight saying we are sending too many people to prison. They're coming out bitter and not better.
I'm the guy that said rehabilitation, when it occurs, we don't understand it and notice it. And even when we notice it and we know it occurs, we don't know why. So you cannot make rehabilitation a condition for release. That's why in our system, there's the federal system, you serve 85% of your time.
I want to say Hakeem Jeffries on the left, Jared Kushner, and Donald Trump on the right have brought together a coalition like I've never seen.
We must take back the streets. It doesn't matter whether or not the person that is accosting your son or daughter or my son or daughter, my wife, your husband, my mother, your parents. It doesn't matter whether or not they were deprived as a youth.
You've got literally the National Association of Manufacturers, Fox News, and Sean Hannity on the same page with Nancy Pelosi, Cory Booker, the ACLU, Cut 50.
It doesn't matter whether or not they're the victims of society. The end result is they're about to knock my mother on the head with a lead pipe, shoot my sister, beat up my wife, take on my sons.
Something is beautiful is happening. And it's not that you have to see it to believe it. You have to believe it to see it.
So I don't want to ask what made them do this. They must be taken off the street.
Every time people made a prediction that Donald Trump was going to sell us out, turn on us, wasn't going to use political capital, he came harder.
This legislation reformed sentencing laws that have wrongly and disproportionately harmed the African American community.
If you have a piece of crack cocaine no bigger than this quarter that I'm holding in my hand, you're caught with that, you go to jail for 5 years. You get no probation. Judge doesn't have a choice.
First Step Act gives nonviolent offenders the chance to re-enter society as productive, law-abiding citizens.
And Madam President, we have predators on our streets that society has, in fact, in part because of its neglect, created. Again, it does not mean because we created them that we somehow forgive them or do not take them out of society to protect my family and yours from them. They are beyond the pale, many of those people. Beyond the pale.
We are also joined tonight by Matthew Charles from Tennessee. In 1996, at the age of 30, Matthew was sentenced to 35 years for selling drugs.
I don't care why someone is a malefactor in society. I don't care why someone is antisocial. I don't care why they become a sociopath. We have an obligation to cordon them off from the rest of society.
Now Matthew is the very first person to be released from prison under the First Step Act.
They are in jail, away from my mother, your husband, our families.
Matthew, please.
And Donald Trump has got to get the credit.
Don't you think? A little too